Hello, my name is Jamie Francis and I'm here just to make a really quick tutorial on how I color grade sometimes. This is a very flat image. It's pretty much the flattest image you can get with the GH4, I believe. There might be some setting I haven't quite got yet. What I like about a flat image is that you can do a little bit more, or at least it feels like you can do more in post with color and stuff. And I'd really like to stress that I am not a professional color grader or anything like that. I'd like to say I'm kind of a jack of all trades, but a master of none. That's kind of like my motto. So don't take this like I know what the hell I'm doing. I just learn by doing a bunch of stuff, and I like what things look like. I'm not into numbers and stats and stuff. I like using my eye. This is a little trick I use. I don't know if a lot of people do it, but I find it just works sometimes. So this shot it's a pretty moody shot. We have some clouds up here that's kind of some sun's trying to break through. So that's gonna look pretty neat. And we got a guy here, you can barely see him, but with this 4K res you can kind of pull some cool stuff out of it. But the shot is actually it's not too interesting, but it just it slowly moves here. It's all handheld. I actually pre-warp stabilize this in After Effects. Don't worry about that. It's just me cheating to make it look a little bit smoother. It's still rocky, but this is hopefully just gives you kind of an idea of what I do. So I'm gonna stop talking about nothing and start doing something. Okay, so this is what I do sometimes. So I have this image, and I'll go on Google Image. I'll go on Google and I'll download or search for a cool look. Basically, I'm ripping off other people's color grading skills. So to speed it up though, like, you can just use any image. You can even use stills from movies that you like the look of them. Say if you want, like, say a Matrix type look, you just put everything blue or green. Yeah, it's green. I thought it was blue. Blue is James Cameron. You can do that, but for this tutorial, I wanted to use something that I wouldn't necessarily get in trouble for. I found this photo on iStock. I'm not going to use this in any way other than using the color of this image. So I'm just going to put this, sorry, I just dragged it from here into my timeline. I just put it right on top. And this is my clip here. This is my image. So I'm just gonna scale this so I can see it a little better. And then what I'm gonna do is, here's my clip. In between this iStock image and the clip, I'm just gonna insert a adjustment layer. You can just go right click, new adjustment layer, or you can go new adjustment layer up here from layer. I'm assuming you sort of know this step. So it's right here. So we want to put that in the middle. So you're just seeing the raw final image here, and then your clip is here underneath. So with this adjustment layer, I'm going to go over to effects, and I'm going to put in curves, or color curves. And I'm going to drag that onto my adjustment layer. I'll open up this a bit. So now this is basically all I do. Up here in channel, I'm gonna click on off of RGB, and I'm just gonna use red. So now you're just changing the red channel. But the key here is down in here you can actually preview, show just channels of your clip. So what I'm gonna do, click on red. Gonna match it with the curve channel. So now it'll give you a nice black and white grayscale image of your clip, but then also the information, the red channel information of your image that you're trying to rip off, or I'm trying to rip off. So now, basically, you just want to match as close as you can to this with your clip. And I'll see if you see how it blows it up like that. But this is all just your eye. Like, this is all, I don't have a formula. Sometimes it just, like this iStock image, if you go back to the original RGB, it's a pretty extreme color grade. Sometimes stuff like this doesn't really work with video as much. So anyway, we'll go back to the red view. And we'll just try to match. See, the sky has quite a gradient here. So we'll try to match that as much as possible. It's a little, start up here. It's kind of getting there, and then just pick some spots that you just try to match this. Like this sky here it's very blown out, and we don't really have that other than the sun up here coming through, trying to come through. So it's gonna be tough to get that to bust out. Anyway, that's looking okay with red. It's not perfect. You can sit here for hours doing this. So now, I'm good with, I'm satisfied with that look. It could be a little bit more washed out on some spots, like this boat and stuff, compared to this, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. Now we're gonna go to green. So this is the green, and I'm gonna change this curve channel to green. So now this is what the green channel is gonna look like. So again, we're just gonna do the same thing. Tone it down a bit. Maybe bring the boards back there. Sure, that looks fine. Now we'll go to blue. And this one's interesting because the color is a little weird here. Maybe black again. That's looking okay. Now, moment of truth. We go back to the RGB and see what it looks like. And that, if you take off your stock image you used, that's what you got out of it. That actually is looking a lot better than my little test one I did. My last little thing is I add another adjustment layer, and I'll add a level adjustment levels, and I'll just try to make this balance a bit. So I'll go to the, just make it so it's not totally dark, but I kind of like the moody darkness of that. So I'll bring the input white up to here. Input black I'll keep there, and then the gamma I'll tone it down slightly. I like a little bit of darker image. Kind of just depends on what you want to do. And there's your shot. I think it looks pretty neat. If you look at the original, pretty flat and boring. You can get some color pop in there. I hope this was helpful. Yeah, leave a comment below. Any questions about it? And yeah, if you have any other tutorial ideas that you want me to do, I'll do them because I'm a slave. Slave to you all my 2 fans. Thanks for watching. I'm Jamie Francis for Francis Media.